What's up guys, it's Asia and today I'm collaborating with Lovenia Love here on YouTube. Her version of this video is available in the description box and also her social channels. So be sure to check her out, go show some love on her video. This collab is fire, you don't want to miss it. I'm beginning this style on freshly washed hair. I kept these buns in overnight and I didn't add any product. So now I'm just going to go ahead and section off the back of my hair and add in my leave-in. I'm using the AseaMae Grow Yogurt, which is currently my favorite leave-in right now, and I'm just going to smooth that throughout my hair. I want to make sure to detangle as needed and to be very gentle so I don't break off my hair. Then I'm going to twist up the section and I'm going to just do this all over my hair, making sure to get my hair nice and moisturized and ready for styling. Next, I'm going to part my hair in half and I'm just going to part from ear to ear and then section off the top portion. Next, I'm going to part the back section of my hair directly in half and I'm going to section off the left side. After I've sectioned off my hair, I'm going to then part the right side of my hair in half again, and then I'm going to section off that left side and get it out the way. To style this portion of my hair, I'm going to be using the AseaMae smoothing gel, and I'm going to apply it to the roots of my hair on both sides and just make sure to smooth it down. Then I'm going to begin to part my hair. I did a total of 4 parts on this section closest to my ear. And you want to make sure that when you do these rubber bands that you don't do them too tight. You're going to be braiding these, so you don't want that excess pulling. So I just continue to do these parts all the way up to the top. Then I did the middle section on the right side. And I did the exact same thing. I added the gel. I made sure to really smooth it in there to make sure my hair was laid down. And then when I did my parts, I made sure that the first part was even with the part on the right. And then I divided that into 2 sections. And I'm just going to continue to make sure that my parts are even as I go up. I'm going to leave a little space at the top to start the braid. So I'm going to start braiding that piece that I left out, and I'm just going to connect everything together. And it's okay if the rubber bands show because we're actually going to add jewelry there, but just braid it all the way down to the end. I use gel to smooth my hair down as I braid. And then I just did the same exact thing on the other side. Once I was done with that, I added some gel to the middle of my braid just to make sure it's laid down. Next, I'm going to work on the front of my hair and I'm just going to part out a triangle directly in the middle of my head. Once I've got this done, I'm going to section off both sides to get them out of the way. And then I'm going to begin to part. This first section, I'm going to just twist it out the way because I'm going to be braiding that. And then I'm going to add in some squares behind it. I did a total of 4 squares with rubber bands. Once I completely did all of my squares, I then added gel and I braided the first square and then connected it to the other squares to create one cohesive braid. Once my braid was done, I then added 1 braid on the side of my hair, on both sides of my hair actually, and I'm just parting that and then I'm just going to braid it all the way down. So I did the same thing on the other side. It's okay if your edges are kind of out, we're going to fix that later. So now these side portions I'm going to add gel to. Now you can braid these up, I think that would be really cute, but I just decided to put it into a ponytail. So I'm going to use the gel to slick it down really good and then I'm going to gather it into a ponytail. So after I added a little bit more gel, I then decided to braid down the ends. Now I'm only going to do 3 braids, so I just divided it into 3 and braided it all the way down. Next, I'm going to wrap it around into a bun, and I did this kind of tightly but not too tight because I want to still have a bun. And then I just secured that with a rubber band. I'm going to take the grow edges and apply that to my edges just to make sure that this lays down. And then I took a headscarf and I laid it flat for about 10 minutes. While that sat, I went ahead and added some edge control to my edges to make them nice and laid. And I took some beads and I applied 2 of these beads to my braids using a bobby pin. Then I took these shells and I added those to the end of my hair using a string. I don't buy beaters, girl, use what you got. Now I'm going to take this headscarf off. And it's time to add in the Color Crave. This is a temporary color that we'll be reviewing. I'm going to be reviewing the red one, and Lovenia Love is reviewing the rose gold, so check out her video. So first you got to shake this up really good, and then you squeeze it and the color comes out. I actually found that I didn't shake it good enough, so you'll see here that when I'm applying it, it's really faint and you can't really see it. That's because I didn't shake it up good enough. So I would recommend that you really go in when shaking, like shake it for like a good 2 minutes or 1 minute, just to make sure that it's really ready to go, because as I continued to go, the color ended up coming out when I started working on my side braid. As you can see here, like it's really vivid. So I went back and I added the color everywhere else. And anywhere that I added color that I didn't want it to be, I just took a wet rag and wiped it away before I set the color. And it wiped away very easily, like even on my scalp and everything, like it wiped away. So that's how I would recommend removing it if you put it somewhere that you don't want to. And then this is just me doing the back of my hair. I focused on the braids, putting the color on the braids. And I decided to go ahead and pin up the back because I didn't want to get color on my clothes. I didn't know if it was going to rub off or not. So I pinned these up in the back with 2 bobby pins. One of my bobby pins does end up showing, but I'm going to fix it later. And I just, added the color and set it with a blow dryer. You do have to blow dry this with heat. So I just did that for a few minutes, and then I added in some gold beads, or the little gold jewelry caps, and I put those over the rubber bands to make it look cute. And I also added some in the front. And this is the finished result. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you check out Lovenia's video. Let me know down below if you'll be giving the Clairol Color Crave a try. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you loves in my next video. Bye!